Okay, here we are, Wednesday night, February 3rd, 2016. We're all back from vacation, raring to go with class. I was debating last night what topic to do. I really wasn't sure. I was taking a quick look at the parasha. For some reason, I got the one parashat Mishpatim. We'll be reading on Shabbat. I saw Perek Kav Gimel. Starts talking about the Rasha. לא תישא השם עכשיו, אתה שידך עם רשע. The Yod et Hamas, and then that was Pasuk Rishon, and then the seventh Pasuk, once again with the Rasha. דבר שקט תרחק ונקי וצדיק אל תהרוך, כי לא אצדיק רשע. I'm thinking to myself, what's a Rasha? What's a Rasha? We know there's different places in Halakha that tell us, to not be a Rasha, to not be with a Rasha. The Rasha is, pasul for certain things. But what exactly is a Rasha? Then a friend of mine called me up, and he was asking me a question about an article that he saw. So the article basically was about a speech that Rabbi Uri Sharki gave in Israel, talking about differences between Sephardim and Ashkenazim, the approaches of Sephardim and Ashkenazim, something that we've talked about obviously over here, over the course of many, many years. And a big point that he brought out, and it's causing a lot of, noise in the media over there, especially among religious circles, is the concept that a Sephardi could be Mehal Shabbat, and he's still accepted within the community. Whereas in an Ashkenazi community, if it's a religious Ashkenazi community, the guy's Mehal Shabbat, that's it. They throw the guy out. Nobody talks to him. They don't get involved. They don't marry the guy. They don't anything. So it's just a different way of dealing with things. So I'm thinking to myself, well, so is he a Rasha? Is he not a Rasha? If we're accepting of him, then he's not a Rasha. But why are they not accepting him? Why do they consider him a Rasha? So I kept going through this concept of Rasha. And then I want to find out what, where the term Rasha appears in Halakha, in Shulchan Aruch, in the Rambam, this and that. So I found some things I knew off the top of my head, but I couldn't pinpoint it. So I called Sion Seton, who used to come to this class way back when.
He brought me to this class.
Okay, so before he became a rabbi and is in Manhattan, I contacted him. He has access to the Bar Ilan program. He was able to, do a scan for me, and he emailed to me. So I have a printout of all the spots in Halakha, whether it's in Rambam and Shulchan Aruch. He did two separate things for me that I asked him for. So I was able to get that. It's interesting to note, first thing, is that as far as Shulchan Aruch, the entire first book of Orach Hayim, where you lean with Hilchot Shabbat and everything, the word Rasha never appears. There is no...
In Hilchot what?
In all of Orach Hayim. In other words, in Hilchot Tefillah, in Hilchot Shabbat, in Hilchot the holidays, nothing with the term Rasha. Okay? And people think, all types of things. It's not even there. So just keep that in mind. Then I was doing my own back and forth looking, said, all right, what am I going to do with this class? How am I going to... And I found the whole concept of Kaddish. The person says Kaddish for a parent, because they, and they say, do they say it for the 12 months, or do they say it for 12 months less, a certain amount of time, and because you're saying Kaddish because they may be a Rasha, they may not be a Rasha. We'll touch upon that. And then I saw another thing about Halakha in Shulchan Aruch, that you cannot bury a Rasha next to a Sadiq. Okay? So we'll talk about that and if it still applies or not. So I want to touch upon a lot of things, but I think this class really needs to have a lot more give and take than our traditional class where we sit and, read and examine together. Mark, you're looking at me like... What? We're good?
We're very good.
We're good. Everybody else, anything? Okay. So
Someone does mention the term Rasha.
In Yoreh De'ah, in Hosh Mishpah, but not in Orach Hayim.
At all.
Ora Hayim, it is not mentioned whatsoever. Okay, and as far as I could tell in all the sources within Harambam, anything that would be the equivalent of Ora Hayim, also nothing at all.
Harambam doesn't mention it?
Rasha is mentioned in a lot of different places, but not in anything that would be the equivalent of the halachot in Ora Hayim.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay, so even in the Chumash, we have very, very few occurrences of this word Rasha. Okay? Basically, it comes up to us with Sedom. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then we don't see it again until Moshe mentions it quickly, you know? Okay? And that's it. And then we see these two words in this parasha. Then you'll see it one more time in Sefer B'Midbar. It doesn't appear in Devarim whatsoever, not appear in Vayikra at all. 5-6 times it appears in the entire Chumash.
B'Midbar in regards to the...
I don't know, so what about find it for you right now if you want to know.
Kilo Astik Rasha?
I don't know. I'm going to look for it right now. I'll tell you right now.
That's this week?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm going to tell you right now. 1 second. If you want to know exactly where it is, hold on. Come on.
It's not Pinchas.
No, here we go. פרק למד ולא תחו חוף לנפש רוצח אשר הוא רשע למות כי ימות יומת.
Mosseri.
Oh,
That's it.
What is that?
Mosseri.
Mosseri?
Okay.
That's why.
פרק למד here.
Impossible.
It's the summer. Nobody's paying
Yeah,
attention.
no, but it's the hardest parasha to read.
Nobody is paying attention at that point. Anyway, so the point is, there's very, very few occurrences of this word Rasha.
In the Torah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you have a lot in the Nevi'im. A lot in
Tehillim you have.
Tehillim, you have plenty.
Tehillim,
Tehillim, you have plenty.
It starts
Yeah.
out.
So, yeah.
Shemuel once.
Yeah, no, in what do you call it? What do you call it? In Yehezkel and those guys. Yeah.
Where you,
What app
where
did you search that on?
What?
What did you search
In
that where?
Melachim once.
No, I have my own work that was doing already.
Then Yeshaya.
Oh,
everywhere,
okay.
Yehezkel. Nevi'im Yishonim doesn't have it too often.
He does
No.
homework.
Wow.
He does his homework before he comes to class.
Even like describe the Chofni class.
Right, but you have in Hosea and Micha and Habakkuk, you know, but then Tehillim you have left and right. So, Tehillim opens up the first pasuk.
Right.
Okay? First thing, boom. Tehillim opens up right away. First one, you can't avoid it. Okay. So put all that aside for a moment. Pirkei Avot. Okay. I didn't make copies of this because this is not where we're going to be dwelling on. But in Pirkei Avot, you don't really come across Rasha until you get to the 5th Perek. And the 5th Perek, you have 4 Mishnayot, successive Mishnayot. Each one of them ends with the word Rasha. Okay? So let's keep these in mind because this is going to give us an idea of what a Rasha is, according to the Mishnah at least. So the first one starts Arba' Midot Ba'adam. Okay, we're talking about the characteristics of man. Ha'omer sheli sheli v'shelach shelach zo midah benonit. V'yesh omrim zo midat sedom. Sheli shelach v'shelach sheli am ha'aris. Sheli shelach v'shelach shelach hasid. Shelach sheli v'sheli sheli rasha. So somebody who wants it all for himself is a rasha. What's yours is mine, what's mine is mine. This is a rasha. That's the first one. Okay? That's the rasha. That's the first one. No, basically this is a person who doesn't want to share any of his belongings, okay? But he wants, at the same time, he wants to avail himself of everybody else's possessions. Okay? Simple. That's the first one. Then you have the next Mishnah, Arba' Midot B'de'ot. Okay? Qualities of temperament. נוח לכעוס ונוח לרצות, יעשה שכרו בהפסדו. קשה לכעוס וקשה לרצות, יעשה הפסדו בשכרו. קשה לכעוס ונוח לרצות חסיד, נוח לכעוס וקשה לרצות רשע. Somebody who easily gets angry and it's very, very hard to calm him down, to pacify him, he is a Rasha. Okay? Somebody who gets pissed off and angry, and starts screaming and ranting right away, and at the same time it's very, very difficult to calm him down, this is a Rasha.
According to
Mishnah.
Okay.
Okay? Next Mishnah. Arba midot binotnei tzedakah. Okay? 4 traits among those people who give charity. הרוצה שייתן ולא ייתנו אחרים, עינו רעה בשל אחרים. ייתנו אחרים והוא לא ייתן, עינו רעה בשלו. ייתן וייתנו אחרים חסיד, לא ייתן ולא ייתנו אחרים רשע. Okay? He doesn't want to give and he doesn't want anybody else to give. He's a rasha. Okay? Just keep this in mind. The Mishnah is telling you who's a rasha. Okay? And finally, the last case of rasha.
This is 4?
There are 4 of them.
4, right.
Okay? The last one, Arba midot beholche lebet ha-midrash. Okay? 4 different traits among those who go to the bet midrash. הולך ואינו עושה שכר הליכה בידו. עושה ואינו הולך שכר עשייה בידו. הולך ועושה חדי. לא הולך ולא עושה רשע. He doesn't go, okay, and he doesn't do. He's a rasha. Okay?
When they say he doesn't do, what do you think it means?
He doesn't do the halakha. He doesn't do what he's supposed to be going to learn. He's not even doing it. Because, okay, I know it already, so I don't have to go.
Right.
No, he's not doing it. I don't want to know about it. Okay? He does here. Over here, it tells you over here, a person with this trait not only does not study Torah, but he also does not want to attend the academy, and as a result, he never learns. If he had attended the academy, he would have learned, since he is intelligent. Because he's able to learn but refuses to do so, he is considered a wicked person. Rasha.
Nice.
Nice, not nice. These are the 4 places that it tells you specifically that such a person who does or doesn't do so-and-so is a rasha. Okay, so if the guy doesn't go to the bet midrash and he doesn't do, he's a rasha. The guy he doesn't give tzedakah, he doesn't want other people to give tzedakah, he's a rasha. The guy who gets angry quickly and he's difficult to pacify, he's a rasha. And person who wants everything for himself is a rasha. Okay? This is
He won't give and he wants everything for
Yes.
himself. Yeah.
the rasha. Plain and simple.
Doesn't want anybody else
Find a
to give.
definition.
But this
It's
is
still hard to define it. It's case law, but
this is what the Mishnah at least is giving us so far to work with. Okay? Now, where do we go from there?
I'm going to stop it.
What? You could stop for a second. Specific here in,
What made you look at Pirkei Avot specifically?
because Pirkei Avot deals with type of characteristics, how kind of person to be.
Uh-huh.
Okay? It's an ethical guide. So,
Okay.
you would think Rasha being something bad, it would be discussed over there.
Right.
And that's the only reason I looked over there. But I think I hit it.
Yeah, you did.
I definitely found. Okay.
Does Rabbeinu Amadia comment about
I didn't look.
Rasha over there? Oh.
I didn't look. I wasn't looking to find
What are you
commentators.
about to know?
Yeah.
I was just
Yeah.
looking to see
Oh.
what the basic text is telling us first.
Okay.
Obviously, we could find the
Right.
commentators from now up to Gazoo. It's very easy to do.
I don't like the translation of wicked.
Okay.
Just saying.
I like the word evil.
Oof.
Yeah, I still think I still think there's something.
What? How do you
What?
define? What? How do you define?
Tell me.
it?
What do you think?
Anyway, say a guy who he doesn't go to Knesset, he doesn't do the sport. Like
He's a
today
Rasha.
you call him a Rasha. I mean,
Was he that sharp? Because what? Maybe he's doing.
First of
other
all,
things.
we didn't say the person
No,
doesn't
I'm
go to
just saying,
Knesset. We didn't say a guy that doesn't do mitzvot. We didn't say either of that.
You wonder if the Mishnah is only commenting in terms of that aspect of the person now he's limiting it.
Yeah, it didn't say the guy who's stealing
cheating.
or cheating or
Right.
doing something wrong in business.
Right,
Doesn't apply to that.
No, I'm just saying.
But I'm not following.
I'm just making a comment.
But I
it's
wanna-
it's a very general
I want to understand the
term
comment.
of the Mishnah.
No,
Yeah, they didn't
the
really
Mishnah
go.
is
They
very
didn't really go to
specific.
town saying what a rasha is.
Not specific.
Not
No,
right.
it's specific to a certain
I
case.
think it's very specific.
No, it is,
Specific
but
to
not.
a certain case.
The guy is telling you,
Yeah, I agree.
שלי שלך ושלך שלי
But
is a rasha.
That means
That
he's
means-
a thief.
He's a thief, exactly.
Right.
he's greedy. No, he's greedy.
He's greedy.
He's more than greedy.
Like, in other words,
He will
He didn't
find
say
it.
he stole.
He will find.
He didn't say he stole.
No, but this is his personality.
Yes.
It's mine, mine,
So he will.
mine,
He
mine.
thinks he
It's
deserves
all
it.
mine. I will get it from you no
Right.
matter what. Don't think otherwise. The Hachamim were very,
Very
very
astute.
smart in the way they chose their words and in the way they presented it. And so they didn't want to come out with an accusing finger, but they wanted to show you exactly what it is that we're talking about. Now, I think they purposely, said it in such a manner.
But in the garden yesterday. Madison Square Garden.
Okay.
Good to that.
How you?
What's up, buddy?
How are you? What's happening? No, you're not.
It's early. It's 9 o'clock is early.
We're fully. Okay.
There's no late in this class, by the way. You
Hey,
come
you come
anytime.
whenever you want. You're always
Come
welcome. We're always open. Don't worry about it. So, Harambam in Hilchot Eidut says the following. Izehu Rasha. Who is a Rasha? Kol שעבר عبيرة شحيابين عليها ملكوت زهو رشع. Okay? Any person who transgressed, okay, any عبيرة that he's liable to be flogged for, to be whipped, to get malkut, that person is a rasha.
Well, lo ta'aseh or
Shabbat.
One second. Now let's look at Shulchan Aruch for a second. Okay, that was Harambam, Hilchot Eidut Perek Yod. Okay, mark it because I know you want to know where it is.
Anybody,
it's
who,
halacha bet.
anybody who violated a...
Kol sha'avar abira.
Oh, okay.
Okay, anybody who transgressed a sin.
What gave him the right to say that? No, I'm saying, but,
Usually bases it.
where is
Based
this?
upon the Gemara.
Based
Oh,
on
Okay, now.
yeah, but he probably needs a deem. You can't just have. We're all the sha'im then.
Very good, we know this. So now, let's Shulchan Aruch says the same thing basically. Hoshen Mishpat, Siman Lamed Dalet. Okay? Rasha, Pasul Le'ilut. Rasha is invalid to serve as a witness. Ezehu Rasha, Kol She'avar Abira She'hayabim Adeha Malkut. Who's a Rasha? Anybody who violated a prohibition for which the punishment is lashes. And obviously one for which the punishment is execution. Okay? It makes no difference whether the person violated out of mere desire or in order to make an anti-religious point. Makes no difference. This is Shulchan Aruch. And Shulchan Aruch is exactly what Harambam said also. So both of them are telling you the same thing. So a Rasha is a disqualification for, this person is disqualified to give valid testimony. And this Rasha is obviously includes anybody who violates any biblical law. Okay?
Whoever
got whipped.
violates a person who violates a biblical law, okay, is
Right.
now considered a Rasha. According to Rambam, according to Shulchan Aruch. Yes?
Like forever. They don't add like a until he or unless he. Like it sounds to me by the end of that
What do you mean?
sentence that like there's no concept of teshuvah. Like anyone who ever did something wrong is irasha.
No,
Yeah.
there is teshuvah.
No,
I-
There is teshuvah if you don't do.
Of course, how could you even think that way?
No, they just ended it
Obviously they ended it.
without a unless or a but or a until you.
Everybody in town knows that Mr. ABC did this particular avon, okay? And everybody knows he did it, and he did it again, and he didn't do any teshuvah, okay? So now this person is considered a rasha, obviously, until he makes teshuvah and he stops, what he does. Now we need a witness for a case. Can we bring this guy? According to halakha, no, he cannot be a witness. It's very simple. That's the way I would read the halakha. I think that's the way the rabbis who are listing the halakha and understanding the halakha. I don't think they were looking to throw people out. They always want to bring people back. Okay, but you have to know what your parameters are. And if you're Rasha, you cannot do certain things. You cannot be a witness for your friend's wedding. Okay? You can't do it. They need to go find somebody else now. Now, at the same time, you're saying, yeah, Mark said a second ago, well then, we're all Rishai. So, are all our weddings invalidated now? Can we all go out and have fun? No, I'm saying, let's be, honest about this. This is what the halakha is. It would solve the agunah problem.
It will solve a lot of problems. That's just
It would also cause a lot of problems. But you understand what I'm saying? It's not something that's so easy, but at the same time, if we're looking at Harambam, I'm looking a couple of hundred, let's say 300 years later, Shulchan Aruch, listing the halakha the same way, and as far as Batei Din are concerned, this is the halakha in practice, as far as Hilchot Eduyot is concerned. Okay, if a person has to give testimony, if a person falls under criteria to be considered a Rasha, he can't give testimony.
It's limited to the scope, though, of Eduyot.
I'm sorry?
It's limited to the scope. To this,
It would
this
seem
area.
so. It would seem so, at least.
That's why it's
Yes.
really limited to Hashem Shvat.
Right, so, but we're not saying it in any other
Right.
thing, but we have to at least find some place where the Hachamim define for us, at least to a certain degree, what a Rasha is. And that's why I pulled out this specific thing, because I don't have something else to pull out. I had what I had for Pirkei Avot. I looked at, like I said, Shulchan Aruch and Rambam. There's not that many things. Like here, we come
But I
to.
would do, if you look at that whole chapter in Harambam,
Yes, I have the chapter.
so the first halakha, it starts off, Hashem Pisul Neidut Min HaTorah, Shene'emar, Ata She'yedecha Im Rasha Yedei Chamas.
Fine.
So he's really limiting it to the scope, and that's why you have the case of the gambler, Misachik
Right,
B'Kaviyah.
but that's what we're in Hilchot Edut.
Right.
Absolutely.
Where else do you have it?
Whereas there's what?
In Harambam, about the Rasha.
All over the place.
What
We
else?
have in Hilchot Ishut, Hilchot Gezilah Ve'abidah, Hilchot Girushin, Hilchot Zakiyah U'Matana, Hilchot Hobel U'Mazik, Hilchot Hamis U'Masa. But that's really talking about the Haggadah itself.
Yeah.
Hilchot Yesodei Torah. Okay, Melech Rasha.
Where's
That's what it's
that?
talking about.
Where's that?
Yesodei Torah, in the beginning,
What?
Perek Hey.
Okay.
Oh, it's talking about Melech Rasha, like Nebuchadnezzar and things like that. Hilchot Malveh Ve'loveh, Hilchot Melachim, Hilchot Mamrim. He brings up the concept
all
of
judicial. It's all
all.
judicial.
We know it's judicial. We understand that.
Very
הלכות מתנות עניים, נזירות, Sanhedrin obviously is all over the place, because in Masechet Sanhedrin talks about Rasha left and right.
Right.
Hilchot Eidut, we
Well,
said.
it seems to be.
Hilchot Roseyah, B'Shiminat Nefesh. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here's a good one. Now, this was the next one I was going to get to. Hilchot Talmud Torah, which is important, that's what I'm going to bring up now. Okay? So, in Hilchot Talmud Torah, what do we have? And Shulchan Aruch also has it, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Hilchot Talmud Torah, Perek He. I want to read the whole thing. Okay. הלכה ד' וכל תלמיד שלא הגיע להוראה ומורה, הרי זה רשע, שוטה וגס הרוח. So any student who has not attained that level of hora'ah, where he can teach and rule, and he does rule, he is considered a rasha. Okay?
So also judicial.
That's not judicial at all.
Sure.
I do not consider that judicial whatsoever.
Interpreting halakha.
Nah.
Not judicial
Sorry.
necessarily,
That's
but
not
it's being
judicial.
hora'ah and halakha.
That's
not
not-
halakha.
That's not judicial.
It's compromising the integrity of the whole of the system is book. Of course it is.
See, two separate things. One
What
is
is
the
it?
person is what do you call is considered invalidated, okay, and he's because of his actions, and that made him a rasha, okay, and that way it basically precludes him from becoming part of the judicial system, and that's not the case over here. Over here, the guy is doing something, and his actions now consider him to be a rasha.
Yeah, but
And this type of rasha would, I don't think, based on what we read before, would be considered pasul le'edut. That's the way I see it.
I think they're similar insofar as
As what?
that the system, in order to keep the judicial system in its integrity, you have to have honest people, and you can't have people that are going to be considered rasha.
Okay.
You have to be able to, keep the integrity of the system.
So you're
going.
saying a rasha, according to what you're saying right now, is a person lacking integrity.
In order to maintain the integrity system, there has to be certain qualifications of those that participate in the system.
Right.
Therefore, in order the integrity of the halachic system, you also have to have people of integrity and doing the right thing
Mm-hmm.
involved in the halachic system also.
Okay,
That's
and
why I'm saying it is similar in that regard. The integrity of all halakha. Somebody who has no authorization to teach halakha, to give ruling on halakha, and he does it, it's sort of undermining the whole system. He's making something up, basically.
all right, let's try to understand it like this. Let's take this class, for example. Okay? Nobody authorized us to study and to teach.
This isn't hora'ah, though.
Ah, so what is hora'ah?
That's a different thing. Hora'ah, you will read the halachot of Harambam, but hora'ah is more about
More about?
being deciphering the Gemara and giving hora'ah based on the poskim, based on the Gemara and Surah Shabbat what's the halakha?
So why can't you do that?
He's not qualified.
According to something that Murray is involved in studying, person may be qualified to do that.
Well, I don't understand. What is Murray studying?
Murray is working on reading that last Siman in Hamdag and Wazah Hadik Rishon.
Okay.
And he's trying to understand it and decipher it and see what the path for formatting or formulating rather halakha should be. According to that, it would seem that a person can do that. Can look at study the source as well.
They could study, but they have to reach a certain level
Of
knowledge of where they can attain. Like we studied at the Hachamim, they would have a disciple, and he would learn from his master and how to decipher halakha and to rule on it.
Okay, and what are you doing now when
Reading
you
a
have...
tishubah, reading a tishubah, not put ourselves in the category with Murray. Us reading a tishubah and learning the style and the blueprint on how to give hoda'ah is different than actually giving hoda'ah when you have no idea what you're talking about.
When you have no idea what you're talking about. What if you do have no idea what you're talking about, but you didn't go through the quote-unquote formal training or certification?
It's a question.
That's the question.
But
Okay.
But trying just to understand Harambam's halakha.
I understand
Not going
Harambam's
to- You want to
halakha.
get to modern practicality? That's
do
why
good either.
That's why they created a modern simicha, which doesn't seem to be really working either.
Thank you. It's not working at all because the modern semicha is giving you a semicha on isur veheter, and you become a rabbi on basically telling people that they can't mix meat and milk, which they're not doing anyway. Okay, or on how to do meliha, which they're buying, pre-soaked and salted meat from the butcher. So this semicha that most quote-unquote rabbis get, I don't see as being
Of course not.
uh,
And that's what I
practical whatsoever.
100%.
Okay, then you have the guy gets this semicha on Shabbat or semicha on Niddah. They have all these,
Shabbat and Niddah is good. So at least
they're all good, but why isn't there a complete package?
it's a different problem.
Why do we have rabbis who are considered to be chief rabbis who have never been dayanim? How can they be a chief rabbi if they've never been a dayan? They're not familiar with those laws. They've never actually worked with those laws. And at the same time, they know about Hilchot Shehita on the books, but they've never practiced Shehita. Does that make any sense? A Hacham, a full, true Hacham, needs to be, not just, study everything. He has to have actually been involved in everything to reach that level. I would think so.
We have a class
Do you
on
have
that. We
anyone
a
like
class
that
on
today?
Right? We had a class on that.
Yeah.
Wait, do you have anyone like that today?
No.
Do we have anyone like that? Maybe there's one or two around. I don't know.
Okay.
You don't
One or
have too
two.
many.
But that's probably
That's the
that's a
modern
big problem with the modern rabbinate.
Is that what it's lacking in? That it's lacking in.
Knowledge.
It's not knowledge.
No,
He's
it's
saying practice.
it's
Practice.
not. It's
Sometimes
not even
they know
practice.
things, but they don't
no,
do
no.
them.
It's lacking in that. Basically, okay, I could go buy 10 boxes of Cracker Jacks until I get all the pieces to the puzzle, and now I have this, this puzzle that I made out of the little squares that came out of the Cracker Jack box, and I could frame it on my wall and say, I've done it. That doesn't do it.
Right.
You need to be able to go buy 10 years worth of series of every Cracker Jack and to get all 3 puzzles of each year of 30, over the course of 10 years and put all the things together, and then you could say you've done it. So in other words, you need to know all of Ora Hayim, and all of Yoreh De'ah, and all of Ibn Aiz, and all of Hosh and Mishpat, and you have to have actually gone out and practiced, let's say as an apprentice, I would say, under somebody who has already done it, or under numerous people, until you have attained that, and then you could be called, the rabbi or the hacham. That's what I would think. That would make sense based upon what we know historically as what our hachamim have been. What's happened now that has become so
Widespread.
watered down?
Limited.
Yeah, it's a problem.
If it wasn't for Chama, and modern books that give you the exact case and the exact halakha, you have a big problem.
What do you mean?
Just rabbis couldn't even give you halachot at all.
Why not?
Saying Your definition is saying, well, most of the modern rabbis.
But you're according to you, then you're saying that before Hacham Yosef came on the picture and and published, there were no books out there. There were no rabbis that gave us rulings.
No, there were. I'm just saying, it makes it easier for modern rabbis.
Of course, it makes it easy.
A lot easier.
Excuse me. Today we have Rabbi Google.
Right.
You know.
Oh, for sure.
Google any of this.
No.
Rabbi.
Bro. It would be Hacham Jugel.
That's a good one.
That's what Rabbi Shulus called them.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
היום כל אחד חושב משהו, יש לו חכם ג'וגל ביד שלו, שטויות. אני אגיד לך 100 פעמים יותר מהג'וגל הזה יגיד. But the point is, I hear where you're coming from, Mark, and I see what you want to say, that this person is a Rasha because he's undermining the judicial system, okay? But if that's the case, then all of Judaism today should be considered false and out.
No, I'm just explaining Harambam.
Okay?
I'm not saying.
So if
You got to look at Harambam in terms of this is not necessarily halakha ma'aseh anyway,
why?
Because times change all the time.
Okay.
You know.
Okay, so that brings us to the next point.
No, I'm just saying. In terms of this
Can we
halakha,
consider anybody a Rasha today?
Well, I'm not. What I was just saying, just to clarify, is that in terms of the Mishnah Torah and how he's qualifying the Rasha, I was just trying to make a link between the two terminology and the two K halachot and the few halachot.
Okay.
The genre of judicial system versus this, in this case, of somebody not having permission to give hora'ah, or not having the qualification.
Okay.
That's all I was saying. In terms of practical today, I don't know. I wouldn't. With eight last with last ship, you know, we're in a very different spot today.
In a very different spot today.
Why?
Maybe we're in a different spot because we let things go.
It's definitely changed perspective, and it's changed work ethic, and it's changed views.
At what point, Joey, do you think the definition of the Chacham really came into play?
Saying what?
The qualifications. That was so much.
Well, we had classes on the qualifications and the roles of the rabbi.
Right.
You know, so we discussed all types of things like that before.
They would apprentice, basically. Someday they would apprentice. Chamuziah apprentice on the Chamuziah.
Right.
He would write Sheilot to Shivot on Chamuziah.
They all did.
They would direct him. No, like just
Not like that anymore. Not like that.
But they all did. It wasn't just him.
No, I know that.
That was the way. That was the way. We saw, you know, Chamshem Tov Gegin said straight out. He goes, we never had such a thing as Semicha. You know, we would study, and this is the path that we were taking, and the Hacham, you know, he would get a question, you know, the chief rabbi, the Rishon LeZion, would get a question from, you know, from someplace else, and he would give it, you know, to the Talmid, take it, go crack it, you know, figure out what's going on over here, write a teshuvah, and then bring the teshuvah to me, you know, and let me review it, and let's see, you know, and if he liked it, very good, he would sign off on it. If he didn't like it, he would show the Talmid what's wrong and what's lacking and what the approach was that was incorrect, you know, and try to hone your skills for next time, and so forth. You know, he would keep giving the, you know, teshuvot, you know, she'elot, you know, to figure things out, and if he saw that, you know, he was getting someplace with him, he would continue until he saw, okay, he doesn't need anybody to guide him anymore, he's done, he can handle it by himself. This is what the Bisham Tov Gegin told us. So on that note, we're going to look at the Bisham Tov Gegin right now.
Did he mention anything about Teshuvah about the Rasha?
He mentioned L'chot Teshuvah, yes, but nothing that really stood out. I'll tell you right now.
Joey, what about Tinoch Shenishbah?
What about it?
I mean, we have cases today where a kid is born, his parents are religious before, and he's sort of he's forced into it.
Right, so nobody's calling him a Rasha. He doesn't know any better.
Oh, so when you're going against something that the Torah says, even if the kid is going against it, and
He doesn't know.
And he knows. He learned it in school.
But he's Rasha.
No, you can't be an aid at a wedding.
He's Rasha. You can't call that Tinok Shenishba. Once he went to school and he learned, not Tinok Shenishba.
Plus, you did it a lot.
Yeah, so here, Hilchot Teshuvah, Perek Rishon. It talks, Teshuvah מכפר על כל העבירות, אפילו רשע כל ימיו, ועשה תשובה באחרונה, אין מזכירין לו שום דבר מרשעו. Okay? That's in Perek Rishon. Perek Sheni just quotes Pasuk. יעזוב רשע דרכו. In פרק שלישי, מי שעוונותיו יתרות על זכיותיו רשע. Okay, somebody who has more avonot than zechuyot is a rasha. In Perek He,
More avonot?
if a person has more avonot than zechuyot,
Didn't he say before if basically someone has one, then he's a Rasha? One that's Chayav of Malkut?
That's for Edut.
Oh, that's what you're trying to do.
right. Let him go.
So you have to have a perfect record to be.
רשות לכל האדם נתונה אם נסע להטות עצמו לדרך טובה ולהיות צדיק הרשות בידו ואם נסע להטות עצמו לדרך רעה ולהיות רשע הרשות בידו. Okay, you have free choice and that's it. That's it for Rasha and for Teshuvah.
But obviously, you'd have to have a perfect record to be,
Isn't that what we're striving for?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's keep striving.
But
Let's
how
work
many
on
people are getting there? I don't
So
know.
let's work on it.
100%.
Okay, so what's wrong?
But I feel like I've done wrong in my life before.
I've done wrong too. I'll admit I've done wrong. I'm not going to lie about it. I've done wrong.
Right.
And don't you try to make teshuvah, don't you try to improve yourself to stop those bad things that you've done and try to do the right thing?
Yeah.
Or do you keep saying, screw it, I'll just keep doing bad? So, you have to try. And if you do teshuvah, then that's it. The rish'ut he just told you is forgotten about. אין מזכירים לו עוונותיו, אין מזכירים לו רשעתו. That's it. Well, if you've mended your ways, you've mended. You fixed it. Okay. The door was warped. You called the carpenter. The carpenter fixed it. They're gonna still call you the guy with the broken door? No, fixed, forgotten.
But and is there a time limit for that?
You don't know when you're gonna die, so.
Right.
I still have an issue with the marriages thing.
I'm listening.
How could you, if you're really going by that, how can you call any marriage a real marriage?
Well, I don't think
So like you said, we can just fool around now.
So that's why technically the rabbis are there and they're clean.
the example he gave was somebody who ate basanim and somebody who ate as opposed to somebody who ate somebody did a deoraita in public. It's like some more public thing. You have to have AD. You have to have hatara'ah to say this guy's not a good aid.
Okay.
When you go through those sugya, in order to be posel and aid,
Let's put it this way.
so you gotta be. It has to be in court. You can't just go and say your aid's no good because I saw him doing this. You have to say, okay.
All right, let's look at this, Monk. I hear what you're saying loud and clear. It makes plenty of sense.
No, I'm trying to address this question.
Because,
So
that
we
was-
know.
But I'm talking about this question.
Right.
My point is now, if we've all been to weddings, some of us have been involved with the bridal party, some of us have been involved with the rabbit, at the wedding. Some of us have been involved as being aidim, okay, whether for the ketubah or whether for the ceremony or whatever it may be. You don't recall anybody saying, "Oh, this guy's no good to be an aid." You never heard that?
I've heard it.
We've
I
all.
did a wedding. I had to be posel somebody close to me.
Thank you.
Couldn't use him as an aid.
Thank you. So.
So I understand.
Okay.
I
What was there? Aidim and hatra'ah? There was no aidim and hatra'ah to be posel this person, but you were posel him.
But now you have. So they want to make it a kosher, a transaction that worked. So you you know that there's a problem with the Eid, the rabbi didn't know it, obviously. He knew there was a problem with the Eid, then you're going to have an issue later. You want it to be a good wedding.
Exactly.
Some people don't want it to be a good wedding. Some people want it to be... No, seriously. Let's say it's I was reading somewhere about, if it's a reform wedding or something like that, and they're not going to have a real divorce in the event there's an issue, maybe you want to be able to be posel. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, let's talk about the average wedding where we're not looking that we want it to be a good,
No, I'm not saying that's what you should do. I'm just saying that's...
But no matter what the case was,
if you were being misunderstood,
there was no such thing as Aidim and Hatra'ah. Maybe Aidim definitely no Hatra'ah. Right or wrong?
No, I understand that. But now, if you're a dayan and you're on the court and you know this guy, there's no way that he is somebody who keeps his foot.
Right.
Public. So you can't use him.
Right.
His testimony is going to be invalidated.
Right, thank you.
Same thing with the wedding.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Their testimony is going to be invalid, so you have to make sure that
I'm not even talking about guys. I'm talking about even a rabbi. He's not perfect. He's obviously transgressed something. I mean,
no, but
everybody has.
Yeah, but he doesn't do it. I does that will require malkut. I mean, people don't know about it. So how are you going to invalidate him?
Are you going to invalidate him?
How are you going to invalidate him?
Oh, because to get Makul, you need witness. Gotcha.
Right. It's a part of just the process. He's not going to go and validate himself to ruin his life. Right? Nobody's going to do that. And you're not even allowed to in halakha to invalidate yourself. An aid cannot be invalidated. Exactly. So it's a system here.
Of course, I agree there's a system. But the point is that, and you said it yourself, that you invalidated a person for Aidut without Aidim and Hatra'ah. That the person was not considered by any deen beforehand to be Pasul Aidut. You made that decision on the spot. And that's my point. My point is...
But it was public that he violated Shabbat. So that's why I did it. If people knew. So that's what's wrong. Because you want the wedding.
I have no problem with it. I just want you to see, what we're talking about.
Right. So you want the wedding to work. You want it to be a kosher wedding.
Right. So now, would you consider this person a Rasha?
No. I mean, the halakha. It's not irrelevant what I think. The halakha considers him, in terms of edut, he is not qualified, and therefore. If he gave edut, he's a Rasha. In the court system, he would be.
So basically, you posel him from being an Eid for the wedding because he is a Rasha. That's exactly what you're saying.
I didn't say that. I don't say that.
You keep talking about the halachic system.
Just a strong.
That is not the halachic system.
It's a strong word, the Rasha.
But that's what
That's what I'm saying.
That's a Lashon.
Posel Aidut doesn't necessarily make a
Insofar as Eidim in the court system, he's a Rasha. He can't be involved in the system. In terms of what, like Nimrod being a Rasha, you're not going to say he's a Rasha.
No, I'm not calling him Nimrod.
Edmund Safra, the amount of Hesed, he didn't keep Shabbat, but they took his money in Shaarei Tzion, and he bought countless amount of people, refugees from Syria, homes, and he did a lot of tzedakah. We're going to call Edmund Safra Rasha. It's crazy.
Well, that's why we're going to read page Taf Resh Pei Tet. So the third page we're going to read. Based on that note. So this is from the second volume of Keter Shem Tov, Rabbi Shem Tov Gagin. You want to go to another?
Yes.
1 second.
Yeah.
So we're reading from the second volume of Keter Shem Tov, Rabbi Shem Tov Gagin. This was published in 1934. Okay. מדוע נהגו שלא לקבור صديق אצל רשע אפילו רשע חמור אצל רשע קל? Why is it the custom, or why has it become a custom, not to bury a righteous person next to a wicked person? Okay, I'm translating Sadiq is righteous and Rasha is wicked. Afilu Rasha Hamur is Rasha Kar. Okay, even among Risha'im, among wicked people, we differentiate between the severity of their wickedness. So on the bottom. دين زي هبيو مرام بشوحة عروخ يريدعاه سمان شين سماك بيت زي الحيط. And we read it before, so we know it. بشم الجمارة سنهدرين مشنا بالجمارة بيبيو رايا حتوخام إليشع شنيمار بيهي هم كوبريم إيش بيشتيخوها إيش بقيب إليشع بيحيي بياكم على رجلاب بدار شو على رجلاب عماد والبيتولو هذاخ بخله لا شيشام شوتوها النكبار بها الشكر هيا بها حر يمين كبروها اسد الشعب الغشار اسم المقوم شيه كبر اسلو بيحيوه عد كان موشي ماسينو. And there's a whole story in the Nabi you could open up and read about. Basically they went and they buried this false Nabi next to Elisha, and then what do you call it? And Elisha got up and walked away. It was a whole, situation. Whatever. فهي أحري كبرو أتوب يومر البنات مو بموتي وكبرتموتي بكبر أشير إيشا إلهيم كبور بو كي إسل عصموتاv هنيح وتعصموتاي هنيم بو آر كي هيو مشتوكيكيم للكباب بصدى الصديق فالنبي بلو على الحنام سيفاه النبي الشيخ البنات هنيح عصموتاv بصدى النبي الشيم. And this Nabi Sheikh, this false prophet, told his children, when I die, bury me next to the Sadiq, next to the real Nabi. Because obviously he knows the people will either come there for a pilgrimage or he'll get a certain zehur from the Nabi that's next to him.
What's Mishtaqiqim? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Quiet then.
What?
Yeah. But how does quiet them fit in over here?
I thought it was.
Stokekim.
I'll look it up now, don't worry. Let's see, something good. I'm sorry?
I have to desire to yearn. He's still good.
Okay,
The long one.
that could work. You heard, Mary?
Mm-hmm.
Just want to find the exact spot over here now.
That was mine.
Anyway.
Not here at all. Whole story. It's not from the spot that he mentions it.
Oh, I've ran into that before.
Yeah, it happens. No big deal. Find it right now. See this little. I don't see it. Alright, anyway. فنبي الشكل بناب ذاني حسمتها بسد النبي الشم بخين ان كبريم صديق ذكاشير اوكي سليخ لومار او بنوني اسل حسيد مفلاق شام شعار وق كهو صربان ربانان امر بيري فإلهم مجرحين. So now 1 second, what? 1 second. What's your question, David?
Surba, what does that mean?
Surbam Rabbanan. He's a rabbinical student. بيقولوا مجرحين. So now in مسيخة معيد قتان عيلوها المعرتاد حسيدة بلا كبلوها معرتاد بكبلوها دعما كربية العاي ميتا بريك وعليم كشمير بيوسيه بين بي العذاب بين بي شمعون أمتوها المعراد بو هذا حديدا لا عقنا معرتا أمالي عقنا فتح بيخة ميكانيز بين الأبيب لا فتح له كتبوني معام وما شزي قالوا مزي يستبت كل وآمرها ثم بنيش زي قالوا مزي إلا زي هيا بساعة معرا وزي له هيا بساعة معرا. Okay, so let's just bring you different examples of cases now from the Gemara where people of different levels were not allowed to be buried next to each other. Harim Asinu She'en Kobrim Sadiq Es Hasid Muflag. Okay, even a Sadiq next to a superly pious person is not buried next to each other. Now watch this, since you mentioned something about money a second ago, Mark. En nahug minhag ze biyaminu. But this custom doesn't really exist anymore today. Okay, biyaminu illi. Bifrat Yerushalayim, especially not in Yerushalayim. Remember, Gagin was from Yerushalayim originally. שכולם משתוקקים להיקבר בהר הזיתים. Everybody wants to get buried in הר הזיתים. וכל מי שהכסף בידו, ידו על העליונה. Anybody who has the money, he's able to do what he wants. הולך וקונה קבר בחייו ומזכיר הכוללות. He goes while he's still alive and he goes and buys a burial plot from the secretary in charge. And nobody goes to check into him, find out if he's worthy or not worthy. If he can be buried next to a Siddiq, even if they know who this person is and what he really is, as long as they got the money, anything goes. Okay. So basically he's telling you we have a halacha, but nobody seems to follow the halacha because why?
Cash.
كيف يعافر عينيها خمين بيسلف the Okay? Money blinds. And don't we see it?
Some things never change.
They only get worse.
His 1930s, he said?
Well, he printed this in 1934. He left Yerushalayim already, let's say 1910. Right. Okay?
He saw it coming.
Oh, he saw it alright.
Because he saw it from before.
That's why he left.
Wow.
Okay. وسيوني كتاب انت ما مزيك لاب ولا صديق حيدك بالاسلام. What's the difference? Who's buried next to the father? Who's buried next to the Siddiq? Who really cares? إلا
People.
كيشا صديقين نحيم عن مشكبوتام. Wait, it's not about people. كيشا صديقين نحيم عن مشكبوتام. Now when the Siddiqim are deceased and they're lying in their place, مخلين لهم رزين عديونيم. Okay, great secrets from above become revealed to them. From above and from below, all types of secrets are revealed to them. ואם נגבר אחר אסלאם שאין שווה להם מעלתם, but if somebody is buried next to them that is not on the same level as them,
What's the Siddiq?
next to the Siddiq, يمعتوها عديونين من الهجيد ولقلوت لهم سودوت. So the amount of secrets that are going to be revealed are not going to be on the, up to his level. They're going to be on a lower level.
Because of the guy buried next to him.
Because of the guy buried next to him. They don't want him to hear. So because they don't want these guys that are buried. They don't want to get any of the good of that world. וכן ליבת הלך אם יהיה עד רבי שמעון ביוחאי אמר לאליהו בשמעון אם ברשותך יכנוס ליבן לשאול לך הלכה ממה שאמרת אמר לי אם נראה כשבימיו אין ראוי לבוא אליי כמו שכתוב בכתובות. אוקיי. ולמה היה קשה לו? כי היה ירא פן ימעיטו לו סתרי עליונין ורזה תחתונים בעבור ריבל. Okay? He was concerned that if Rival is next to him, all the secrets from above and below are not going to be revealed to him. אם תאמר, אם נקברים זה אצל זה, מה מזיק להם? הלא, הנשמות אינם יחד, אלא לבסוף מניחים הנשמות על העצמות, ומדברים תמיד עם המתים והנשמות חוזרות אצל העצמות. Because no, they can arrange it, because the neshamot are not necessarily next to hanging each other. The neshamot are hanging on the specific bones. וידוע למקובלים שבעצמות של אדם יש דעת לשמוע ויכולת בהם להפוך את עצמם אם יעשו מרובעות מכל צד. Now, obviously, I don't understand what he's talking about over here, but it's known among the mekubalim that the asamot, the bones of a person, have a certain knowledge to listen, and they know how to twist and turn themselves, and if they can turn themselves into a square, okay, they're able to grasp other things. I don't know.
What does that mean?
I don't know what it means. ולא אוכל לפרש פן יחתרו בהם אנשי אבן כאשר כתב איש סודי רזייה. شو كتاب إن تحيا بإن داعت روح حريصة سيتا من هجوف كشيمت. I don't know what any of this is talking about, so I'm not even going to try to translate because it doesn't make sense. No, I'm saying honestly, for me it doesn't make sense. I can't translate something that is beyond me. يمكن لما سيفا يعقوب أبينا على شلوم دكبرو إسل أبوتاف. Okay, so now why was Yaakov buried next to his fathers? هن يش محخمه חיסוניות אומרים מופת אמיתי שיוכל אדם לדעת שאין הרוח מת במיטת הגוף שלאדם יכול לתקן מעצמות המתים קוביות שכל מי שירצה להרוויח בשחוק ירוויח וכחפסו כמבואר על כאן שלא I have no idea what he's talking about. I'm sorry. I really don't know. If anybody understands what's going on, jump in. ופרשת בשלח כתב הסיוני עוד עוזר שונו כתב סודי רזייה למה סיבה יעקב ויוסף לעלות עצמותיהן לישראל הוא טעם מה שנאמר ביום ההוא מה ביסך לומר בעת ההיא יוסיעו עצמות מלכי יהודה שתחום השמש כי היו מכוונים לסערם שלא יבוא להם מנוחה אפילו אחר מיתתם בהוא עובדה למלכה אחת כנה מן שני אוי ביה קוביות. No idea what's going on here. No, I don't know. I really don't know.
Mark?
No, this is beyond me.
Yeah, no, in English.
Let's skip the whole part of the paragraph. عندك بو خذ منه يرحم بشن بيولا حسيد عندك بو شن ميتين يحد شيو صنئيم زائد زي شآب موتام إلا هم منه حياها بخير كابن بكي حبين شو حاروش بساقة الشنايم شيو صنئيم زي even two people that always hated themselves hated each other all their lives shouldn't be buried next to each other because they'll never get rest. I don't know. Let's keep on. Let's see what we'll figure out here. أودود ما شكده بسيوني شاصدقين ناحي مع مشكبوتان مقدم لهم رازين عليونين تحنين بيقول نخلها بريال براب ما هي شانينا براخوت كشالو بالسعارات يدهو يدعي بالسعارات حرينا ذا يدعي بلا فاتنيا مع سبع حسيدة حاشنتان دينار لعاني بعرب رشنا بيقول له هذا خبيلا من بيت كبارو بالشمال شتيرو حوغ وشمسبرو زلزو أمره هذا الحبرة هذا حبرة إيه بوي من أشود بعودان بن شمام مع حوريه برجود ما بكون عنود بعد عودان أمر ذا حبرة إني أخو شأني كبرو محسد شركانيم إلا اللي بي حميد شانة شوانة مرضية أمر شو to bring a whole story from Mashiach Berachot how this guy went and slept in the cemetery and he heard different voices talking and they were talking about what's going on in the world and different so even going to hang out in the cemetery you may hear some of these sodot coming out. אמר שמעתי מאחורי פרגל שכל הזורע בפי השני הלך וזרע ברביע שכל העולם כולו נשרף ושלא נשרף שם מביא עוד אגדות כאילו כאשיר הם מעיין. There's all types of stories. If you want, go check it out over there. Rabbi Gigi is telling you. מסכת ברכות. Okay? מכאן אנו לומדים שהמתים יודעים מה שעתיד להיות. From this we learn, from this Masechet Berachot, we learn that you go hang out with with dead people. The dead people are finding out what's going to happen in the future. They tell them what's going on behind the scenes. תילדות מתו כפרש השישה מתגלה להן כל שכן רב וחסיד שמגלה להם סודות תורה. If the simple people, they reveal certain things, imagine all the secrets of the Torah that are revealed to the Hasidim, the Tzaddikim. And it keeps going on and on about, I guess, these different types of topics. So when a Tzaddik passes away, it's a greater opportunity to do Teshuvah as well. כתב הרב יוסף אברהם, when a Sadiq passes away, because now what do you call more Kedusha is coming to the Neshama of the Sadiq, and it helps those around them because you may be able to pick up on that Kedusha.
Of his death.
Yeah.
Now he's living.
No, in other words, if you're there, let's say. And you're there.
Yeah, you're rolling.
Here the kosher bechol layla nishmato ola lema'ala v'hayta mit'aheh neshama labo v'la le'echad alta neshama kederka ki bechol layla ומהרה לבוא ושאלו לו הסיבה כי מהרה לבוא וישיב כי בלילה הזאת נפתח הרב דוד סרילו וסדוניקי וחומר גדריין נחבאו בתאומר הבא. Okay, so this is an interesting story. The great-grandfather of Rabbi Shem Tov Gagin was Rabbi Shalom Sharabi. Okay, famous Rasha, yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Okay, now you know that. And he says from within the family we have a well-known story that my great-grandfather, Rabbi Shalom Sharabi, every night his neshama would go up to the Shamayim and it would spend, he would try to prolong the amount of time that his neshama stays in the Shamayim so he could learn and study more. And it was a known thing among the family, but one night all of a sudden his neshama came back very, very quickly. He came back to earth. Right away, he got up and he went about singing. The family is asking, Hacham, what's happening? How come your neshama didn't stay up in Shamayim as long as it always does? Because it was a big thing that happened. What happened? Well, I'm here in Israel, but out in Salonika, Greece, this great Rabbi Serino, passed away. And because this rabbi passed away, all of the other neshamot that are up in the Shamayim that my neshama would go and study with, all went to be with this hacham. So there was nothing for my neshama to do when my neshama went up at night. So the neshama had to come back fast. It sounds wiggy, but
Did it
we're
happen?
not. He's saying it happened.
No, but I'm saying, did the family check out afterwards, see if the rabbi actually passed away?
Yeah. It's legit.
Wow.
Yeah. There's something that we can't comprehend. It's beyond our realm. But there are things that go on. There definitely are. There's no question about it. בכדי להבין האגדות שברכות שהזכרנו ממעשה השתי רחות על בוריים באופן שכל מנהלים ולסוכר אני נשתה כל הסעות אלו. He's telling you, if you really want to try to understand these things, he goes, you have to have a different type of basis. Hold on one second. Come on.
Aaron and the Adam Piston.
No.
Yeah.
Who?
It's been a while.